During the WNBA season, Caitlin Clark faced numerous bullies, and even the WNBA itself seemed to overlook her. But now Caitlin Clark has taken a bold step that will leave you absolutely stunned. Caitlin Clark is a massive player, and she's been one of the main reasons behind the high ratings of the WNBA. But shockingly, the WNBA failed to give her the recognition and value she truly deserved.
In one of the Aces Liberty matchup on Sunday drew an average of 929,000 viewers. It's a good number for the WNBA on an NFL Sunday. However, that was down nearly 50% from last Sunday's Fever Sun contest.
The moment has arrived. Women's basketball is undergoing a major shift, and right at the center of it all stands Caitlin Clark. This isn't just another player we're talking about. Caitlin Clark is a force, a record breaker in the NCAA who has completely shaken up the WNBA. But now, something even bigger is happening. For the first time ever, Caitlin Clark is stepping onto European soil, and the entire world is holding its breath. Fans, analysts, and even her fellow players are on the edge of their seats, eager to witness how she'll bring her unmatched skills to this new stage. The buzz around her debut in Europe? It's bigger than anyone could have predicted. Everyone is waiting, watching, and wondering, just how far can Caitlin Clark go?
She needs to be on a better team.
It's now official. Caitlin Clark has signed a lifetime contract in Europe, and she's not coming back anytime soon. This move has sent shockwaves through the basketball world. Caitlin Clark, the rising star of basketball, is no longer just an American sensation. Her fame has exploded on a global scale. Whether it's her flawless three-pointers, jaw-dropping no-look passes, or those heart-stopping buzzer beaters, Clark has a way of captivating fans far beyond U.S. borders. She isn't just playing basketball. She's creating moments that fans around the world won't forget anytime soon. Caitlin Clark's impact goes way beyond just her ability to score points. It's the electric way she does it. Her speed, her courage, and that fierce competitive spirit that make every second she's on the court unforgettable. In a world that thrives on thrilling moments, Clark is the ultimate performer, and for European fans, her arrival feels like a dream turned reality. Barcelona Basket knew exactly what they were getting when they signed her, fully aware they were landing the most recognized name in women's basketball.
El Sant Adrià.
Sí, això és minibàsquet, tenen 12 anys i han de passar aquestes coses, el seu ritme és altíssim i no és fàcil prendre decisions, però el més important és que tot...
The buzz around her first game wasn't just casual talk. It was pure excitement. For weeks, fans in Spain couldn't stop talking about what she'd bring to their league, hyping up her arrival like a superstar concert. When game day finally came, the atmosphere was electric. The stadium was packed with fans, banners waving, her name echoing through the crowd, all before she even stepped on the court. But what makes Clark's journey even more significant is that it's not just about her playing for the fans. It's about representing something bigger. She's become the face of a movement, showing that women's basketball players are now global stars, breaking past borders and claiming their place on the world stage.
The WNBA and the fact that NBA investors, actual NBA investors and owners, that would really be owners, are none too happy right now. And in fact, there's speculation that some of the financials are being possibly hidden, even from the owners, by the NBA. And
the moment Caitlin Clark stepped onto the court in Barcelona, something became crystal clear. The future of women's basketball is about to soar higher than ever before. Barcelona Basket didn't just recruit a player, they made a game-changing move, fully aware of the tidal wave of impact Clark would bring. This decision wasn't merely about adding a star player to their roster. No, it was a masterstroke, a carefully crafted plan aimed at elevating the entire European Women's Basketball League to heights it's never seen before. With Clark, it's not just basketball, it's revolution. For years, it was always the men's teams that dominated the spotlight in Europe. But now, the women's team of Barcelona is ready to flip the script and claim their own legacy. With Caitlin Clark joining their ranks, they know they've secured something truly special, a once-in-a-generation player. Clark isn't just any athlete. She's the kind of talent that can completely transform a team. The excitement isn't just about adding a new player. It's about the belief that Clark could take them to an entirely new level, changing the game forever.
We responded really well, and Penn State went on some runs, and we seemed to always have an answer, and you got to give credit. I thought Sydney was great. I thought Kylie was great. I thought Taylor was great. You got to step up when your teammates go down, obviously playing without Molly Davis.
The club's leaders wasted no time. They moved swiftly, making Caitlin Clark the face of their bold, new vision. Her image was everywhere, on massive billboards towering over the city and across every corner of social media. But Barcelona wasn't just selling tickets. They were igniting a revolution. This wasn't just about a game. It was about leading a movement, pushing women's basketball to new heights and making sure everyone knew that something extraordinary was happening.
Times Square, take a look. This Nike billboard honors the all-time NCAA Division I scoring leader. It features the caption, "This was never a long shot."
Fans eagerly lined up, buzzing with anticipation, just for the chance to see their new icon, Caitlin Clark. The excitement was almost tangible. When the moment finally arrived as Clark stepped onto the court, it was clear that this was more than just a game. It was history in the making. And it wasn't only Barcelona's diehard supporters feeling this way. Across Europe, from the charming streets of France to the bustling markets of Turkey, fans were glued to their screens, eagerly waiting to witness her first steps on the European stage. For years, the WNBA has been the pinnacle of women's basketball. But the second Clark set foot in Europe, something profound shifted. Suddenly, European teams found themselves in the global spotlight, receiving recognition they had only dreamed of, and it was all thanks to the brilliance of one extraordinary athlete.
Oh, the Sue Bird, Curly Sue!
In Hungary, the atmosphere was absolutely electric. Fans of Sonbas couldn't contain their excitement, even though they weren't playing against Caitlin Clark. Her influence stretched far beyond just the court. Social media erupted with memes, posts, and videos, all celebrating her monumental arrival. Conversations buzzed with talk about the significance of having such a high-profile athlete in the European League. Women's basketball, which had often been overshadowed, was now quickly becoming the main event, grabbing the attention of fans everywhere. Meanwhile, over in Turkey, Fenerbahce fans, known for their intense loyalty, were just as captivated. Although they couldn't witness Clark's debut in person, they were following every moment closely. Spirited discussions about the future of European women's basketball filled the air. Even the management at Fenerbahce was already dreaming up ways to recruit someone of Clark's caliber in the seasons to come. Clark's impact wasn't just limited to one court or one country, it stretched across borders, igniting a passion for the game all over Europe. Amid the buzz of her first European game, one burning question hung in the air. Will Caitlin Clark rise to meet the massive expectations placed upon her? Because she's no ordinary player. She's redefining what it means to dominate women's basketball.
Fever, select Caitlin Clark, University of Iowa.
During her time at Iowa and her brief stint in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark achieved some extraordinary feats. But now the European League presents a fresh and formidable challenge. The game is different here. The rules, the aggressive style of play, and the weight of expectation are all new obstacles. Yet if there's one thing Clark thrives on, it's pressure. She doesn't just handle it, she embraces it. Her confidence on the court is mesmerizing. Whether she's sinking deep three-pointers or weaving through defenders, she plays with a fearlessness that leaves opponents scrambling. In her debut match in Europe, the defense tried every strategy to contain her. But it was clear from the start that Clark had a mission. She was unstoppable. But Caitlin Clark is much more than a basketball sensation. She's poised to create an economic shockwave across Europe. From skyrocketing ticket sales to a massive demand for her merchandise, Clark has become more than just a player. She's a brand. Fans are flocking to stores to get their hands on her jerseys, and the scramble for tickets to her games has reached a fever pitch. Her presence is not just about the sport, it's creating a movement.
6:49 your time right now. The Caitlin Clark effect is coming to North Texas. In just hours, tickets go on sale to see the college basketball history maker in her first game.
The impact of Caitlin Clark's arrival in Barcelona is undeniable. For Barcelona Basket Femení, the transformation has been nothing short of extraordinary. Season ticket sales haven't just increased, they've doubled. Their social media presence has exploded, with followers pouring in at a pace the club has never seen before. Local businesses, from restaurants to hotels, are cashing in on the frenzy, with game days bringing in crowds like never before. Clark's presence has sparked a basketball revolution in Barcelona, and this is just the beginning of an economic boom. But the magic doesn't stop in Barcelona. Her influence is creating ripples throughout European women's basketball. The sport is seeing a resurgence, with teams stepping up their marketing game and securing bigger sponsorships. Clark has brought a fresh wave of attention to the league, and the financial benefits are becoming more evident by the day. While Europe celebrates Clark's arrival, the WNBA finds itself in a state of confusion. Losing a player like Clark isn't just a small misstep, it's a monumental blow. She was seen as the face of the WNBA's future, the force that would guide them into a new, thriving era. But now, with her gone, the league is scrambling to figure out how to recover and refocus its efforts.
And Clark, last night, finished up one of the most remarkable years of basketball.
Fans are buzzing with concern, and for good reason. The WNBA's recent loss of Caitlin Clark has sparked intense discussions about the league's future. Many believe they missed a golden opportunity by letting her slip away, and now they're anxious about what comes next. Spectator numbers have been steadily declining, and without Clark's star power to pull in the crowds, there's a growing fear that even more fans could turn their backs on the league. As if that wasn't enough, the WNBA is facing fierce competition from the rapidly rising European leagues, making Clark's departure feel like the final blow to an already struggling organization. Could this really be the tipping point? Fans are left wondering.
What's wrong with the WNBA? What's wrong with diversity, equity, and inclusion? What's wrong with this race agenda? After what she did at Iowa her senior year, I started saying, hey, I think she's going to be the biggest star in sport.
Yet the situation isn't entirely hopeless. The WNBA still has a deep roster of incredibly talented athletes who have the potential to steer the league into a new era. There's a glimmer of optimism that a comeback is possible. But one undeniable truth shines through. Losing Caitlin Clark has been a wake-up call. It's a crucial reminder that the WNBA must prioritize keeping its star players from seeking opportunities abroad. As Clark dazzles in Europe, the question on everyone's mind is, what's next? Will she return to the WNBA and reignite her legacy there, or continue to build her empire overseas? Right now, Clark is fully embracing her time in Europe, but the future remains wide open, and fans around the world can't wait to see what her next move will be.
Got my mind. Like, the amount of conversations we had about it was almost too many in a way, but it's a big decision, so it's like not one you want to mess up. I think the main things about Iowa that I liked is, one, doing something special that's never been done before. I think that was super important to me.
One thing is certain. Wherever Caitlin Clark goes, excitement and electric energy follow closely behind. Whether she's lighting up courts in Europe, the WNBA, or anywhere else around the globe, her impact on the game is unforgettable. Clark's influence leaves an indelible mark on the basketball world, a presence that fans can't ignore. So, that's it for today. If you enjoy this video, please like and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.